You will find a lot of videos on YouTube on how to trade the market open, including my videos making $10,000 within the first 5 minutes of market open. But in this video, I will be showing you guys why trading the open might not be for you, especially as a beginner trader. I have a very good example of a recent trade I took on Tesla where I was up $5,000 within the first 2 minutes of market open, but in the next 2 minutes, I gave everything back to the market. I get this question a lot. How do you deal with the emotions of trading the market open? And in this video, I will be showing you guys why trading the market open is very, very difficult. I will also be sharing my example trade on Tesla where I went from being big green for the day to break even in a matter of 4 minutes. And then I will be showing you guys how do you deal with the emotions of trading the market open. Okay, first of all, why trading the market open is very, very difficult. The first reason is that because the stocks you are watching are not having a direction at the market open. You don't have a 5-minute candle closing. You don't have a 15-minute candle closing. So the stocks that you are watching are still trying to find a direction either towards the upside or towards the downside. Because a lot of times the stock is looking really strong at the market open in the pre-market. You take it long right at the market open, or maybe you buy calls on that position, but the stock finds a different direction. It finds a direction towards the downside, and you are a beginner trader. You're holding on to your loser, and in the next few minutes you blow up your account. And that is the reason you should stay away from trading the market open if you are a beginner trader, because most of the strategies you learn as a beginner, for example, bull flag, bear pennant, bull pennant, all these strategies are based on the stock to find a direction first, and then you take it on the consolidation. At the market open, there's no direction, so you don't know what the stock is going to do in the next 5-10 minutes. Yes, there are strategies to trade the market open. For example, opening range breakout, opening range breakdown, trading the pre-market high, pre-market low. But again, all these levels can be fake out levels as well. So you have to be really quick. When you are a beginner trader, you need more time to process the information that is presented to you from the market. And that's why trading the market open is very, very difficult for a beginner trader. The next reason why you should stay away from trading the market open as a beginner trader are your emotions and the mindset you have when you are a beginner trader, because the stocks and the options are very, very volatile right at the open, and your PNL also fluctuates a lot if you take a position right at the open. It's not only about dealing with the emotions of that one trade, but once you face a loss right at the open, you should also have the mindset to come back from that loss. Forget about the loss in the next 2 minutes, because that is trading for you, and then take your next trade as if nothing happened in the last trade, which is the crazy thing about the stock market, but it's not supposed to be easy. Because if it was that easy, everyone would be a millionaire by just trading the market open for the first 5 minutes. I will explain this reason with the help of an example of a recent trade I took on Tesla, so make sure that you guys watch this video till the end. The next reason why you should stay away from trading the market open is more applicable to option traders rather than stock traders, is because the option premiums are very, very volatile right at the open, and the spreads are also very, very wide. What I mean by spreads is that if you guys paid the ask price to get filled on an order, and if you exit at the same time at the bid, sometimes the spread difference is around 20-30%. I have had a few trades where I have lost 20-30% on that trade by just paying the spreads within the first 2-3 minutes of market open. If you trade options on a stock that you trade frequently, for example, you trade Tesla and Amazon frequently, then you kind of have an idea how the options premiums move on that stock. But for example, recently I took a trade on RBLX. I don't know how the options premiums move on that stock, so I have to incorporate that as well when I'm sizing on those trades. I can't take the same dollar amount position that I take on Tesla on RBLX, because RBLX is a new stock to me. The spreads can be very, very wide, so I have to size accordingly. And especially when you're trading options on stocks like Roku, we call it Broku. We don't trade Roku right at the open, because if you're on the wrong side of Roku, you're gonna go broke, because the option spreads are very, very wide on Roku, and that's why we call it Broku in our Discord group. This is the example of my trade on Tesla where I went from being 6,500 green within the first 2 minutes of market open to going break even on this trade in the next 2 minutes. Before we jump onto the recording of this trade, make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification, because I'm releasing 2 to 3 new videos on day trading, including my daily recaps, my trading journey every single week. This is the recording of my trade on Tesla. If you guys saw my previous video, you guys know that I was able to capitalize on the Tesla push down it had recently. It moved from $1150 to around $1,000 within one day, which was a crazy push towards the downside. This is the following day. This is the next day. If we focus on the 1 minute chart right at the top of the screen, you guys can see that this dotted line is the yesterday's low. Within the first 1 minute of market open, Tesla filled the gap. It got rejected from $1,010, which is what I was liking about this trade. At the break of $1,003, $1,002, I got filled 15 contracts at a fill price of 18.00. I'm trading 950 puts, but I'm increasing my size here. I'm taking 15 contracts than the usual 5 to 10 contracts that I like to trade right at the open. When I saw this bounce from $990, I made sure to lock in some profits. I took 5 contracts out and my fill price was 20.30. We are looking at a lot of buying around $990, but if it holds 1,000 towards the downside, I'm still liking this trade and the trade idea is still intact. Tesla broke $990 towards the downside, but I was looking at a lot of green on the time and sales and a lot of buying around $990, $991. Just to be on the safer side, I covered 5 more contracts at a fill price of 23.10. Originally, I took 15 contracts. I'm out 10 of my contracts. I'm still holding 5 of my contracts. After exiting 10 of my contracts, I just mentioned this that I was up $6,400. I'm still holding 5 of my contracts, but within the first 3 minutes of the market open, I was up $6,400 if I would have exited these 5 contracts as well right at the bottom around $990. And as you guys know that no one can be perfect in the stock market, and especially trading the market open, you never know how much can a stock push towards the downside or towards the upside. I was expecting that if it holds under the break of $1,000, if it makes an opening range breakdown on the 5 minutes after the break of $990, we might even see it push down to $950 because we had a huge push down the day before. And according to that plan, because I was expecting a bigger push towards the downside, we saw this rejection from $1,000. I will rewind this video. You saw that Tesla pushed towards the upside. There was a huge seller around $1,003. It got rejected from the VWAP and the $1,000. That's why I added 10 more contracts to my position, and my fill price on these 10 contracts was 19.25. I'm still holding 5 of my contracts from my first trade. This addition is 10 more contracts. So overall, I'm holding 15 contracts now. When I added these 10 contracts to my position, I accepted that I was up $6,000 for the day. So I might lose $2,000, $3,000 or even $4,000 on this trade, but I will still end up being green. But as you guys can see, option premiums can be very, very volatile right at the open. My stop loss on this trade was the break of the VWAP because on the last candle, it got rejected from $1,003. I stuck to my stop loss. I took my 15 contracts out, but my fill price was 16.50. So the premiums dropped around $300 each in like 20 seconds. And that is the crazy thing about trading the market open. And now let's take a look at my PNL again. I was up $6,400 just a minute ago. And after 1 minute, I'm up $165. So I gave back all the profits for the day and I ended up being break even for the day practically. So you guys know no one can be perfect. You can just have a trade idea and you can execute on that trade idea. I think I had a good enough trade idea. And the best part is that I stuck to my stop loss because in the next 2-3 minutes, if I forward this recording, Tesla broke the high of the day. So if I would have hoped or wished for Tesla to go towards the downside, I would have ended up maybe $10,000 red for the day. And if you're talking about the break of the high of the day, you guys can see right at the bottom, I was able to execute on my calls contracts right here. So it's a very difficult thing to do to switch your mindset from buying puts to buying calls. But at the break of the high of the day, when I saw that these short people, the traders who were short like me, they are getting squeezed, I took it for the break of this yesterday's low and I caught this move towards the upside. That is a very difficult thing to do, to change your bias because you were thinking of taking puts on this position, but then you are buying calls. That only comes with experience, and that's why trading the market open is very, very difficult for a beginner trader. After this trade, I took another trade on Dash. That was a red trade. Then I was able to capitalize on Tesla again. Overall, I ended the day with $1,000 in the green. I posted all my trades on our Discord group. So if you guys want to be part of our Discord group, the link will be in the description box below. This is the reason trading the market open is very, very difficult. If you can't do a hard reset after each and every trade because the next trade you take is not influenced by your previous trades. Yes, you can make a lot of money within the first 2 minutes of market open, but not to forget that every trade is a risk to reward game. If you're making a lot of money within the first 2 minutes, you are also risking a lot of money in the market trading the first 2 minutes. That's it guys. guys, hopefully this video helps you to decide whether you should trade the market open or not. If you decide to trade the market open, hopefully this video gives you a few tips and tricks on how you should trade the market open and how you should deal with your emotions trading the market open. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I'm releasing 2 to 3 new videos on day trading every single week, and also hit the bell notification. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, make sure that you follow me there. The link will be in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.